Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and Vito Melinicki Jr. has defeated Kamil Ganrdzielk. Very hard name to pronounce, guys. One of those names with fighters that are very hard to pronounce, but he's from Poland. He came into the fight with 19-0, undefeated, 4 knockouts, not much punching power. 32 years old. Melinicki Jr. coming in 23 years old, much younger, much older fighter. Different, big age gap between the two fighters. It was a homecoming fight at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, as Vito is from New Jersey. So he won this fight, 10-round decision. He dropped Kamil in the 3rd round pretty hard, but Kamil was able to regather himself and was able to recover and was able to remain in the fight till the end. The fight was competitive. Wasn't a great fight, or it wasn't a fight that you will talk about for many years to come, but it was a pretty decent performance from Vito Melinicki Jr. Vito has improved since his last defeat a few years ago. You know, I think he's a more polished fighter. He's more sharper, more mature in there, doesn't rush anything, very patient. And that's what I saw last night as well. You know, excellent body work, nice jabs, good counter right hands, and just patient, not rushing anything. So to me, it was more of a mature performance by Vito. Yeah, you would expect for Vito to, I guess, knock out someone like Kamil, but you know, you got to be careful at the same time. So there's nothing wrong with going decision and getting in those rounds and looking impressive. You know, the next thing about this card was, it's kind of strange because yes, it was Top Rank on ESPN, but at the same time, if you look at the camera, the quality wasn't the same. The ring announcer wasn't the same. The ring card girls wasn't even Top Rank. It said Fight Book. I think it was Fight Book. I'm in a group chat with a few guys, and one of those guys told me that it's not really a top rank card. They're just using the name, the brand name, to help promote the card. So I'm like, so who's promoting the card? And then when the ring card girls come in, it said something about Fight Book. I think on the number card. That's on the card that you read. What round is it? So they used the ring, they used Top Rank, the brand, the logo, all around the arena. It says Top Rank Boxing. But you know, you didn't see Tim Bradley or Joe Tessitore and Mike Chinook, all those guys. You didn't see them. They had Paulie Malignaggi, Raul Marquez on the commentary table, and Christina Marshall, I think that's her name. So it was like a low budget telecast. Even the ring was not even the same size. The ring was like a phone booth, basically, like very small ring, one of the most smallest rings I've ever seen in all my time watching boxing. And I think when I look at that ring, I'm like, I think that's the type of ring, the size ring Turki Al-Sheikh wants for his card on July 12th for Subriel Matias against Alberto Puello, Romanga Charras, and Shakur William and Cepeda. And if that's the ring that if he ends up getting a ring like that, fighters like Cepeda and Matias are going to have tremendous success, because that's a really small ring. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. That's the ring that Turki Al-Sheikh is going to have. I'm just saying, when I look at it, Turki Al-Sheikh wants a small ring, 18 by 18. But be that as it may, guys, Jahai Tucker was in the co-main event. So you saw a few fighters that usually are on Top Rank telecasts, Jahai Tucker and Melinicki Jr., but the quality of the program wasn't the same. When I watched it, I was like, something's off here. Ring is smaller, quality of the camera is different. Not even Bob Arum was in front sitting down all the time, and that's normal to see Bob, and it's normal to see Bob Arum sitting front row right there in the middle, looking on at the event because he's the promoter of Top Rank. But that was the giveaway. Bob Arum was not even there, so that says a lot about the program last night. But be that as it may, ladies and gentlemen, Vito Melinicki Jr. continues his rise to stardom. He picked up in the process a few championship belts. One was a WBO title. I think another was a FedEx WBC title. One was the IBO title. The IBO title was once a world title, if I'm not mistaken, but nowadays it doesn't count. And some other belt there that, what they call is plastic titles, plastic championships, the internet championships. So Melinicki Jr. walked away with 4 belts, but nothing to be talking about, nothing major, no world titles. The only significant title on Melinicki Jr.'s shoulders is the IBO title, but like I said, that doesn't really count. But he's on his way, man. That's a start of something. Melinicki Jr. is working his way. He's close to a world title shot. He's 23 years old, so that men's strength is getting there, or if anything, is there already. Melinicki Jr. is if you look at his body, pretty solid, pretty strong. He's a big torso, upper body, strong legs, and as he gets older and more better in the ring, he's gonna be a pretty good fighter, likely world champion. We'll see. But yeah, just want to come out here and talk to you guys about that, man. Melinicki Jr. defeats Kamil Ganrdzielk, 19-0, 4 knockouts out of Poland. There was a lot of Poland fans in attendance. There's a lot of Poland's, there's a lot of Europeans up in the States, in New York and New Jersey, in that area. Yeah, so Vito continues his rise to stardom, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what's next for him. Vito Melinicki Jr. is a good fighter. He's a good person. I met him once in 2022 in Brooklyn for the Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius card. And I took a picture with him. Very nice kid. Right after his fight, as you can see in the image, he was welcoming, and there was no issues there in getting that picture. Very nice kid. So yeah, I'm looking forward to his next fight, of course. I'm looking forward to the future, as always. I always watch his fights. He's a good fighter. So yeah, Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Sosin Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It is always a pleasure to talk to you about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.